Thank you. I thank the committee for this opportunity to testify on the appropriate design of the tax system, especially as it applies to small business. My testimony is my own, and any opinions are not necessarily those of PricewaterhouseCoopers. I understand your interest is both with respect to the current economic environment and also a forward-looking interest in the promotion of long-term economic growth. While short-run economic concerns may create deviations from the most desirable permanent tax structure, I believe the long-term growth of the U.S. economy and small businesses is best promoted by providing a simple, transparent tax system with the lowest possible tax rates. Small business plays a vital role within the broader private economy. In 2005, businesses with less than 500 employees represented 99.7% of all businesses and accounted for half of all private employment. Government data also show that a relatively small number of large businesses also play an important role in the economy. And as an example, firms receiving more than $50 million in receipts represent just a tiny fraction of all firms, yet they account for about 69% of total business receipts. Given the important role of both small and large businesses in the economy, there's a general consensus among economists that the tax system shouldn't try to favor one form of business over another. And the basic rationale is that in the absence of taxes, the market economy on its own would come up with the best allocation of small and large businesses that would maximize output in the economy. So in the presence of taxes, you wouldn't want to try to change the outcome that would occur without taxes. The one complication with this argument is that the very presence of a tax system can impose inordinate compliance burdens on small businesses. And while to some this might justify the use of special incentives to try to offset this compliance burden, the special incentives themselves may create new compliance burdens, and the cost of claiming those special incentives may again, the burdens may fall disproportionately on small businesses. My written testimony touches upon several provisions in the tax code that create some distinctions between small and large businesses. Some of those differences are favorable to small businesses, some are unfavorable. The point I want to emphasize is the inordinate compliance costs placed on small businesses today. IRS data indicate that there are both significant amounts of underreporting of income by small businesses and significant compliance costs placed on small businesses. And there may be a correlation between the two, and while noncompliance is not to be condoned, it can be understandable how the heavy compliance burdens may generate the result of noncompliance with some of the rules of the tax system. Examining compliance costs, one IRS study found that businesses with less than $10,000 in annual receipts faced compliance costs that were twice as large as the total receipts of the business. Even as you expand to slightly larger small businesses, for example, those businesses with receipts between $100,000 and $500,000, compliance costs are estimated to be about 5% of total receipts. Again, that's measured relative to receipts, not income. Income for such firms, on average, is about 7.5% of total receipts. As a result, compliance costs for these businesses represent an additional 60% tax on their income. In summary, then, as you think about reforming the tax system, it's essential to drive down the cost of complying with the nation's tax laws by reforming them with the goal of producing a clear, simple, and transparent tax system. As I mentioned at the beginning, I think this can best be achieved by creating a tax system with the lowest possible tax rates on business and with a minimum of special incentives. And in this way, we can best foster entrepreneurship, innovation, and the long-term investment that will raise this nation's living standards. Thank you.